Welcome to the spot where it's hot, where we train young producers from the clubs to the blocks. Real discussions, talking about realness. So if you real, then you guaranteed to feel this. Artist spotlights for the local talent. So if you good at what you do, let us know what's happening. Sports, singing, rapping, doing the artist thing. Come showcase your talent or talk about your dreams like Dr. King. After school, come chill where it's hot. It's F Records. Welcome to the spot.
Welcome to the spot. This is our ladies edition of the spot. I'm Dennis Orchard, the Teen Center Director here at the Newport Boys and Girls Club Downtown Club.
My name is Evan Sims, also known as Ev Records. I'm the music coordinator here at the Boys and Girls Club.
My name is Nubia Johnson.
I'm Madison Lombard.
I'm Jasmine Hazard.
And I'm Kylie Lyons.
All right, so we have a few questions for you guys today, and we're going to focus on the ladies. So everything's geared towards the ladies. So as young ladies, such as yourselves, how are you guys affected by the positive role models like Keke Palmer, Raven Simone, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, compared to negative ex-role models like Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan?
Honestly, I don't listen to any of them.
None of them?
Yeah,
No. I listen to Keke Palmer.
Well, Raven Simone's good.
But besides their music, their actions, does their actions affect you guys being role models and being like such big stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
In
could.
what way?
Does it inspire you at all? I mean, do you try to act similar to how they act?
Negative or
No.
positive?
I'm my own person.
Yeah. How about other role models? Like, what role model or person in the mainstream do you follow closest?
Nicki Minaj.
Beyonce.
Beyonce, Nicki Minaj. Okay, so how does Nicki Minaj affect you? I mean, do you try to be like her at all? Do you look up to her? What do you like about her?
I like everything about her.
Everything about her? How about Beyonce? How about for you?
I don't know. She's just multi-talented. Just yeah.
All right.
So who do you look up to?
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. And how does she affect you? Like, what is it
I
about
like
her?
her style, how she's happy all the time and brings joy to everyone.
That Ramona and Beezus movie was excellent. I saw that myself. Madison?
Well, I look up to the band AFI because throughout the years as musicians, they have been able to stay true to themselves, but also change a little bit without really going off their path, which I like.
And what path is that?
Well, like their musical path.
Oh, that musical
Yeah.
path. Okay, so it's just like okay, I understand.
Yeah.
All right, so who are you guys inspired by any famous great female in history?
Shaka Khan. The way she was with her husband, like she didn't like bring her down.
She was strong,
Yeah,
very strong.
independent.
Anybody else?
Missy Elliott.
That's it.
Missy Elliott?
She's
What-
really strong, talented, has lots of things going on. Really unique. The best rapper, I think, for a woman.
Yeah, I think she's incredible. Actually, at first I kind of rejected her. I wasn't as big of a fan of her, just because she was so different. But as time went on and I kept looking back at her, I mean, her vision with the her music videos, the dancing, and the
Yeah.
rapping, and everything. She was someone who kept true to herself. So
Yeah,
I
she
really-
also really shaped like what hip hop is now from a female perspective.
Yeah.
I did some research on her just recently, and she actually is one of the top females in the game right now, as far as like production and music, and like 'cause she does a lot of things besides just rap. So she's really a big figure in the game. All right, one more question. All right, why do you think girls in music videos are so provocative these days?
I think it's maybe fear because they feel like if they don't do certain things that people won't want to watch them because I think people are so used to having
Stereotypes.
yeah, and like girls
Try
like
to fit
showing
in.
themselves and stuff. And I think if they try and step outside that, and be who they are without having to be part of the stereotype, then they're going to lose what they wanted most, I guess.
But is it fair to say that it's the guy's fault? Like it's men's fault that women do these things?
No, because women are their own person. They're the people who make the decisions.
That's very well put.
But I mean, I disagree with that. Because I think if you're just, you know, in a video, if you're not the artist, then whoever the artist is has the power in the video.
And the responsibility.
And the responsibility. So if they, just like Missy Elliott framed her video, you know, Cameron frames his video.
Mhm.
So I think that is a big thing. And I think the view of women in general in society today is more as objects rather than people is, you know, almost an epidemic. I mean, it's been like that forever.
It has. But also, like, from an artist standpoint, like, if I was Cameron and I put out a flyer saying that I need video girls, like, who's gonna show up at my...
Yeah, you don't want to just put pressure on a girl. Like,
They could always say no.
They
Yeah.
should say no. They should say no.
Some of them choose not to, so because they want to be like,
Famous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
famous,
they're
and they
good at
want, they want
They
people
feel
to
the
know
pressure,
them for
right?
the wrong
Yeah.
To
reasons.
fit in, exactly what you were saying before, right?
Yeah. That's very good. Very good.
Okay, so we'll be right back. Right now we're going to cut over to the artist spotlight. Be back in a moment with our roundtable discussion.
It's the club anthem, banging in your speakers. My crew stay fresh like new pair of sneakers. All I need is one mic to spit that ether. L for mayor, hand over the keys. Alicia, now my bank is stacked with Franklin's Aretha's. Ev records on 1 in a million. Aaliyah, my hot bars got the haters like, whoa man, they mad cause the flow's in rehab. Lindsay Lohan, the road to riches, we ain't never in the same lane. Beat from bringing the heat like LeBron James. The illest out, that describes me best. I'm just in it for the power like Kanye West, yes. And I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't looking at you broke, ha, yeah. And that's another song, but now I'ma bang the anthem, get my Dougie on, it's Ev Records.
Welcome back to the roundtable discussion. We'll get right back into it. What to you makes a strong woman?
A strong woman is someone who respects themselves.
yeah, who's not afraid to
Doesn't-
step outside of the
that stands
stereotypes.
that stands their ground.
Stands their ground for what they believe in?
Yeah, and that can do anything like Superwoman by Alicia Keys. I like that song.
That doesn't
Yeah.
try to put themselves out there to impress someone.
Yeah, like do you without worrying about other people, basically.
That's-
It's like someone who's able to just stay true to themselves and don't let anybody affect who they are, and that they just like who they are.
Do you see yourselves as strong women or strong
do.
young women?
I
Try to
I-
be.
Try to be.
Try to be,
Do you have women in your lives or outside of your lives that you look up to that are strong women?
My mom.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom too.
Yeah. They're all strong women. They all stand their ground just like that.
My mom.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So, do you think a woman's strong enough to be the president of the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think a woman
Yeah.
can do everything a man can do?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Maybe
They
even
can do
more.
anything better.
More?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. So why? What more can they do?
They're just women are like they care more. Like they're not afraid to care more. Like most men, they're like too manly.
Hide
to
their
be
feelings.
sensitive.
Women are more
Like-
passionate.
They show their emotions
Yeah.
more versus guys are more reserved. Do you agree with that, Nubi?
Yes. If they believe in more, they can accomplish anything.
Yeah.
I think women are naturally strong. I mean, to be pregnant for 9 months and give birth, I mean, that is just
Giving
amazing.
life.
I mean, and that's a universal thing for women, so that's amazing.
I mean, my mom ran my household. I mean,
My mom.
she
my house.
does she?
Yeah.
Does-
My mom by
My mom
herself.
does too.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, ever since I was young, my mom has been there for me more than anybody else, and so I'm not uncomfortable like listening to a woman. Like even at the Boys and Girls Club, our executive director Joanne Hoops, she's a woman. The director of this site, Cece Dunn, she's a woman. They're both very strong
Very
women,
strong.
very smart. You know, I try to keep up with them. So,
I think it's just a characteristic of,
It depends on
Yeah,
the
just
person,
or mother.
how they feel about themselves.
Definitely agree. Okay, let's switch topics a little bit. Well, kind of a lot. What genre? I know we have some conflicting opinions on this. So which genre of music is better, rock or hip hop?
Hip
Rock.
hop.
I have to say hip hop.
Right down the middle. Okay, we'll let Madison go first.
I like rock because for me, they're able to express themselves and they're not afraid to, like, if they want to, they can scream. They're not afraid to do that. And also, if you listen to the music, a lot of people say, well, rock, they associate that with screaming, which I feel like if you listen to the words, that it's really poetic, and it says a lot about the person's life and what they've gone through and what they're trying to achieve in life. And also, the instruments are really fun to listen to.
All right, Jasmine.
I think hip hop's better because in hip hop, the lyrics, most people can relate to them. Like, rock is, in my opinion, they talk about stereotypical things like love. Like, everyone makes songs about stuff like that. But hip hop, people make songs about their life, like people that people can relate to. That's why I like it.
Well, like if you listen to Good Charlotte, I don't know if you've heard of Good Charlotte, but
I heard them.
yeah, if you listen to some of their songs, they talk about how it was hard for them in life because their father wasn't around and they had to grow up with just their mom, and how like they struggle and everything, and they talk about just being like a teenager and how sometimes it is hard and like trying to find yourself, and it's not always just about love. Rock can be anything, like you just, I don't know, it's just, yeah.
Nubia, what's better for you? What
Rock.
genre do you like more? Rock?
This hip hop nowadays is just about drugs, money, and other stuff.
In your opinion?
I think hip hop because for me, like the way I grew up, I listened to hip hop all my life, so like it's easy for me to relate to. And like rock, I don't see myself like, it's just too like broad and out there, like boom, 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 you know, like. But like hip hop is not always about drugs and money and all that stuff. Like it gets deeper than that if you really.
And there's different types of
Yeah.
hip hop that you can
It's
listen
like
to.
not everyone listens to that kind of hip hop.
Well, Lil Wayne put out a rock album, so
Yeah, what do you think about that? Did you
I
listen
think
to that?
that
You
was
didn't?
like- I like some of the
I like-
songs.
it's like I think a lot of people, since they associate rock with like a lot of stereotypes and stuff, like if you look like at people like Marilyn Manson, I like him, but sometimes he does go to extremes in the music he writes. But I think if people took the time to listen to it, they would like some of what they're hearing.
Well, quick question. There's women are not that prevalent in rock. How do you feel about that?
I don't.
That's
I
really
think
true.
I think women should be more willing to do rock because for me, I like to sing rock. I mean, if you look, there are women out there like Fifi Dobson. She's actually a black rock singer, which I think is really cool. And then there's Hayley Williams from Paramore. And for women not to be out there, I think maybe it's more because they feel like they don't have the voice for it, or maybe they're just like afraid to do mostly what's seen as more like a guy kind of genre, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's tough. They got to break the mold. Where in hip hop, they're in the process of already doing
Yeah.
that.
I think the culture of hip hop has evolved from a culture to more like a religion.
Mhm.
I mean, hip hop is really deep. Rock, like you said, rock. I listen to some rock, and there are some strong verses, and that's just what I mean.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with both sides because you can pick out any song and compare and contrast, and they're exactly the same.
I'll have the last word on this. I think that every genre brings something great to the table. Otherwise, they wouldn't have huge fans.
Right.
And I think focusing on just one genre and thinking that every other genre is bad is ridiculous just because you don't like it.
Right.
But I mean, it sounds like it was a pretty fair battle, and sorry to stop it right there, but that's all the time we have for today on the spot. We'd love to have you back soon. Thanks for tuning in.